All right, ladies, it's the weekend. It's time to wind things down. So I have 5 different stretches that are actually going to help you sleep better. Are you guys ready? All right, let's get started. So the first move is called Sleeping Swan. You're going to take one leg forward and draw that knee to the outside of your hip, flexing that left foot. And you can either stay nice and tall right here, or if you want to get a little bit deeper, you can go ahead and walk your hands forward and then just release your head towards your hands. I'm going to hold here for about 5 breaths as you're working your right hip towards the ground. Making sure that you keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Once you've been here for 5 breaths, and we're going to go ahead and switch sides. All right, next we're going to go into Happy Baby. I love Happy Baby. It feels so great, especially on your inner thighs. So you're going to grab hold of the outsides of your feet, making sure that your sacrum is pressing to the ground. You want every part of your spine to actually connect to the ground. You're going to stay right here looking up towards the ceiling, or you can just go ahead and start to shift side to side, maybe even straightening one leg, maybe even straightening the other leg. So don't feel like you have to stay in one place. This is how babies move, so your happy baby should just be nice and free right here, okay? And go ahead and release, hug your knees into your chest. I'm going to have you come all the way up to stand because we're going to release some tension in that lower back, okay? So take your feet nice and wide, a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart, and you're just going to come into a forward fold. Grab hold of opposite elbows as you come into your rag doll. So you want to keep the weight towards the ball of your foot. Keep a soft bend in your knees if you need to, especially if you have any tightness in your hamstrings. You can shake your head from side to side. Shake it yes, shake it no, and then just release everything to the ground. Each breath allowing you to fold a little bit deeper. All right, once you've been here for about 5 breaths, we're going to come back to the ground. We're actually going to come into a bridge, okay? So feet are going to stay flat on the ground, palms right by your side. Make sure that you can graze your heels with your middle finger. On your next inhale, you're just going to go ahead and lift your hips off of the ground. And you're just going to hold here for about 5 breaths, okay? Keeping the weight towards your heels, gaze up towards the ceiling, and just try to keep everything nice and relaxed, keeping the glutes engaged. Each breath getting you a little bit higher, and you'll hold here for 5 breaths. All right, let's go on. Let's go ahead and rock yourself all the way up to a seated position. You're gonna cross your feet at the ankles. Stay nice and tall. Once you get the length in your spine, then you're just gonna take your hand to the outside of your thigh and then just reach up and over. So you get a nice side bend stretch. This is called your seated side bend. And what you can do if you want to open up a little bit more is you can look underneath your armpit, and you want to make sure that that hip stays glued to the ground. Resist the urge to want to lift your right side off of the ground. Let's go ahead and take it to the opposite side. Let your arm just trace the ceiling and looking underneath that armpit, keeping the left side of your body glued to the ground. And then release once you've hit 5 breaths. And those are 5 different stretches that you can do that are going to help you sleep better. Have a great weekend. See you soon.